What's going on, home chefs? Today's episode, we have orange beef with a spicy sauce. This is one of my comfort food favorites. It only takes a few ingredients, but prep work is the key to make this a family favorite. It's best to use juice from real oranges. No orange juice from the store or orange marmalade. You need 2 large oranges. I'm using 2 large California navel oranges. To get the juice, I will use a handheld squeezer. Before we juice the oranges, peel the skin off. Rough chop about 2 inches of the skin. Set aside. This will help enhance the orange flavor. This is the best juicer on the market in my opinion. It's called the Citrus and Chef. It can be found on Amazon for about 33 bucks. I like it because it's the large size. The large size allows you to use oranges and lemons. It comes in a medium and a small size, but obviously with the medium and small sizes, you can't use oranges. You might as well get the large one instead to juice everything, in my opinion. Cut the oranges in half. Place the orange inside the juicer like this. Squeeze hard. Try to squeeze the oranges over a bowl to capture the juice. After squeezing the oranges, if you have any flesh in the bowl, just remove. Mince 4 green onions, set aside. Mince 3 cloves of garlic and 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger. To peel your ginger, it's best to use a spoon. It has some weird shapes and curves to it. Takeout Chinese restaurants tend to use cheap cuts of beef for this dish because they make so many. Instead, I'm going to use some New York strip steaks for this. If you have flank or flap, you can use that as well. I'm using 2 steaks that weigh about 1.5 pounds in total weight. We need to cut the beef into slices 1.5 inches to 2 inches in size. If some of your pieces are too long, just cut them in half. Add all the sliced beef to a large bowl. Coat the meat with 1.5 tablespoons of light soy sauce. We're going to use cornstarch to help crisp up the beef. Add 1.5 teaspoons of salt to 6.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. Coat the meat with the cornstarch mixture. Make sure you coat all sides of the beef with the cornstarch. A tip I picked up from Guy's Grocery Game is to put the beef in the freezer to help the beef become crispy when cooked. Lay your beef on some rack and place on a baking sheet. Place the baking sheet in the freezer for 50 minutes. While the beef is in the freezer, we can make our sauce. To the bowl with the juice, add 3.5 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 1/4 cup of chicken stock, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing cooking wine, 1 tablespoon of honey, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sweet chili sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Mix everything together. In a large Dutch oven or a skillet, heat up 3.25 cups of vegetable oil. Heat up the oil to 370 degrees. We're going to cook our beef at 350 degrees. When you add the beef, the temperature will drop. Once your oil is ready, add the beef in batches. After the first batch of beef is done, cook the next batch. You'll have to reheat the oil to 370 degrees, and when you add the beef again, temperature will drop. Once all your beef is done, set aside in a bowl. In a large saute pan or skillet, heat up 1.5 teaspoons of the oil you use to cook the beef. Add the minced orange skin. Cook until slightly brown, 30 to 45 seconds. Next, add the garlic, ginger, and 1/2 teaspoon of Korean red pepper chili flakes. Mix everything together. Cook for about 30 seconds over low-medium heat. Next, add the sauce. Simmer the sauce over medium-low heat for 3 to 5 minutes to thicken up. You can simmer the sauce longer if you want to get that thicker gravy look. Once the sauce is reduced to your liking, add the beef. Coat the beef with the sauce. Cook for about 30 seconds. Next, off the heat and add the green onions. Serve with your favorite rice and top off with some more green onions. Enjoy. Don't mind me while I eat some. This is my dinner.